The score after 2 periods at Rogers Arena, the same it was after 1 period. 4-1 for the home team. Plenty of shots in that second, but no goals. Back up in the Rogers Studio Lounge, Dan Murphy alongside the new host of Breakfast Television, Jody Vance.
Hello.
And I should probably introduce him this time, Ian McIntyre of the Vancouver Sun, who will be with us throughout the year.
Well, I hope so. You saved me making a name tag, which is good because my name is hard for me to spell. So thanks for the introduction.
All right.
Got the iMac handle though. So
iMac. Let's revisit Luongo for 1 second. Jody, fair or unfair for the fans to get on him game 2 of the regular season?
it seems a little overblown. It's so unfair, perhaps a little unfair. I don't want to sit on the fence too harshly here, but there is a lifelong Canuck fan, and there seems to be a culture now of an expectation of dominance, and with that comes a lot of pressure, obviously. Fans, they're upset by these losses, and they want to pin it on somebody, and they're going to put it on the netminder. I trust Alain Vigneault's choices as a fan, and if he says Luongo plays, I like the fact that he says so well in advance of game time, so it's not so much of the controversy. Will it be Schneider? Will it be Luongo? I think Roberto Luongo has come a little bit towards dealing with the media in a better way. He's not his own best friend when it comes to doing that. So I can see how fans are getting frustrated. A 4-1 victory tonight, if the third period goes well, goes a long way into helping the cause.
Ian, why do you think he's such a polarizing figure, considering his body of work is better than any goaltender Canucks history?
Yeah, well, regular season especially, the body of work in the playoffs still obviously has a gap in the resume. I think it's because everybody likes a lone gunman. Everybody likes a simple theory or a simple solution to a problem or catastrophe. And so Luongo's the easiest guy to blame for the Stanley Cup final. But I do think Luongo made things worse on himself by saying what he said about Tim Thomas. He has admitted that it was an attempted humor gone horribly wrong. But I think it kind of used up whatever credit he had left in the bank. And now whenever he lets in a bad goal or has a bad game, people are going to get on him until he puts together a good long string of good performances.
Minute 25 left. I'll ask you, do you think that Dale Weiss will help the fans forget about Victor Rescovich, who had a good camp?
Certainly tonight. I mean, in 2 minutes and 56 seconds in the first period, he certainly made good work of that, not only with scoring the goal. I mean, that had to feel pretty darn good, first as a Canuck, but he was also throwing the body around, and fans love to see that, the physical play a la a Ryan Kessler or a Kevin Bieksa. I mean, it's easy to get behind a guy like that and forget the unfortunate cutting of Rescovich.
Not a quick question, Ian, but you only have about 40 seconds, 35.
Okay.
Predators went to arbitration with Shea Weber last summer. Do you think that might hurt their chance of signing future UFAs, Suter and Rinne?
I do. That arbitration went about as badly as it could go. Of 25 players who filed, he was the only guy who actually had to go in a real arbitration. He got $7.5 million. The team had offered $4.75, and this is a month after they unloaded Cody Franz and Matthew Lombardi to dump salary. Now, the reason that's significant is both Pekka Rinne and Ryan Suter are going to be unrestricted free agents this summer. They're all looking to see what the landscape is going to look like, and no one in the Predators was very impressed by how this summer went. It was a bad summer for them. The season hasn't started much better so far.
It'd be too bad if they jettison more talent, because that's happened in that franchise a few times over the years. All right, back to the game after the break. The home team right now up 3, first time all season long they've led going into the third period. Can they hang on? The answer next. John and John with the call.